Hi Taurus, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you are doing very well. And this is for any sun, moon, or rising Taurus. And so we'll get a sense of the awareness for the week or the big ideas, guidance, and possible outcomes. I'll also choose a few oracle cards for additional information. So let's go ahead and get started and see what is in store for you, Taurus. Okay, so for the awareness of the week, we have the Star, Major Arcana. And the Star is a wonderful card. It's a card of healing. It's a card of working to keep the balance between your physical self, your emotional self, and perhaps the universe as well. We look to the stars for guidance. We look to the stars to be inspired. We find hope within the stars. Here is this woman without her clothes, which goes to a sense of openness and trust and vulnerability, of being happy with who you are. We see the star often after a challenging time within our life. So perhaps something has been recently a struggle for you. And here's the star for you as a big idea, as the awareness for the week. And the awareness is really quite simple, which is to trust the universe, to trust the stars, that everything is going to be okay. That you have to have faith and you have to have optimism that even though things may be challenging or may be rough, you are going to be fine and it's going to turn out well. So it's a message of mindset, of really thinking about, and believing in the future and not losing hope. This is a card of hope. So then we have the Eight of Swords. And swords, this is air element. So we see the woman blindfolded and loosely bound. And here, 3 swords here, 5 swords here. The tower in the distance, kind of in this swampy, watery place. And often this is a card of feeling oppressed, of feeling dissatisfied or trapped or restricted, and not knowing how to get out of it. And so, I think that someone once said to me, it's a lot like the damsel in distress on the railroad. That often that this is a card where you might need support. You might need someone to help you become unblinded or to help guide you in moving forward. Some have said that she could wiggle out of these loose bounds, and that's certainly possible too. But there's a sense here of when you're surrounded by these swords, there's a situation within your life that you feel trapped or restricted, and you feel that you're unable to move forward, to move sideways, to move backwards. You may need support. You may need help from someone else in order to help you, find relief. Okay, let's see. Let's go with this one. And let's go with this. Ooh, nice. Okay. So we have the Chariot as part of your guidance, Major Arcana. And the Chariot is a card of movement, of you hurtling toward your dreams, toward your accomplishments, toward the things that you want to do. And you have a firm hand on those reins. You are in control. The talent lies with you, the mastery lies with you, and you are driving forward. You are able to navigate this black and white sphinx. They may have different ideas. They may want to be pulling you in a different direction. They may pull you into the rough, gravelly road. But you are going to be able to handle it and to be able to find the compromise and to be able to find the balance of driving this chariot to your dreams. This is a card of success, of finding success, perhaps finding the relief that you might be seeking. And it's a card of gaining your confidence, through having this success and the victory, of feeling more confident. So as guidance, here it's a matter of saying to you that you have the reins in your hand and that you're going to have to move this chariot forward with your own abilities and to not give up on your own abilities to be able to do so. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles brings this in this loving energy, compassionate, nurturing, kind, and thoughtful. And talking about support needed, this Queen of Pentacles is the type of queen that would know that was something wrong and would intuitively and without someone asking or without prompting, would bring you chicken noodle soup when you don't feel well, or would reach out to help. So whether or not you have someone like this who can be someone who's going to provide you with some nurturing, a family member, a spouse, a child, or this is simply a sense of, in dealing with the situations that you're facing that require you to be in charge, to be confident in your direction, to move forward. This is about the Pentacle way, which is being pragmatic, using your common sense, trying to find the groundedness within your decisions and within your life. And I feel like there's a sense of groundedness, even though we're hoping and we're believing in the future, that this watering the ground here, there is this connection here to feeling grounded. And then that's going to be an important piece of guidance for you this week, is to feel the resourcefulness and the common sense nature of whatever it is that you're dealing with. Think about common sense. Okay, so let's squeal to this one. Okay, so in terms of possible outcomes, we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is about the collective good, the thinking of groups, the norms, the traditions of society. So decisions that you make may be influenced by bosses, by professors, by clergy, by other experts who are disseminating information, perhaps, or the the way or the rules, perhaps, that they're working with. And so there is here, as part of your possible outcome, there's a sense of having to work within the system. It doesn't always apply to everyone, because some people really resist the group thinking and need to be individuals and need to have their own path and to carve their own path. And as we look at the next card here, we can see it in a couple different ways. It's the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands, it's about, envisioning your future. You have the world in your hands. You have this portal here with the wands. And wands go to our excitements and our passions. So you may be thinking about doing your own thing, creating your own business, taking trips and travel. But there's a sense here of looking out over the vista of what's next for you, that you're visualizing it, and this is the initial stages of manifesting and creation. So the question is this something where you're following a route or a path that you're hoping to do, or are you breaking free of systems and traditions and doing what you want to do? And so an example would be maybe, some people think about becoming a nurse and going to nursing school, while others may say, yes, that's the traditional path, but I want to do more holistic healing and modalities. So possible outcomes is that you're having to consider the traditions and the norms of society as you're moving forward, thinking of the big picture. So interesting reading with the star and of the overall idea and the hope of having faith and belief in the future for you. Perhaps needing support to help you make a move. to get you going. Then once you're able to do that, you have the Chariot, which is, now you're taking control. You are in charge. You're going to make things happen. You have continued support and love and nurturing from those that care about you. And whether you are seeking counsel from someone experienced within the field, or you are thinking of moving in your own direction that doesn't follow the norm, the world is in your hands. It's up to you to make the decisions and to move forward. Okay, so let's see what the message is for a focus area for the week or a meditation point. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. That is a fantastic thought and affirmation, and particularly accepting the love of the universe as it is, as we see it in the stars, as we hope and as we dream. And now let's choose a card for spirit or emotional self. Support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from, and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your your entire life, And here is really, this is a queen of some nurturing and loving support. And support can not only come from the queen, perhaps the support comes from an experienced person that you trust and that you believe in. And finally, let's choose a card for love. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So, gosh, finances are a big deal in relationships, and sometimes they can really impact a healthy relationship. So be honest and be open and talk about your beliefs in money and how you both feel. And if there's a problem, then try to sit down and to use some common sense perhaps in solving it or working towards a solution. This is what I have for you for the week, and I hope that you found something of value here with this reading. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, or comment. I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.